us to talk through today's headlines. Are you Taylor Swift fans?
Yeah, who isn't? Come on.
I'm not really.
Oh, Tim!
No, I don't
They'll
get
start
it.
on Twitter
I
on
know,
you.
it's all over for me now, isn't it? Oh.
We've got a blank space, baby. Tim Campbell's in it.
Tim Campbell's in that blank
I'm in that
space.
void.
And we are
I'm in that
starting with the ultimate showbiz love story. Yesterday, Taylor Swift announced her engagement to NFL star Travis Kelce.
Yeah, the loved-up
cute.
couple shared a photo of the romantic setting, which looked like something straight out of one of her music videos, actually, and as well as her giant engagement
Nearly took
ring.
my eye out. Well, our very own Taylor Swift correspondent and self-confessed super Swiftie Tyler Conroy is joining us from New York. Tyler, this must feel like Christmas morning to you.
This is the best day of my life. My childhood best friend is engaged.
I love this. I mean, Tyler, you must be absolutely beside yourself. The internet, the world has blown up at this news. I mean, we knew it probably was coming at some point, but a lot of people saying they've only been together, what, 2 years?
Yeah, we probably knew that Travis Kelce was going to be the end game for 14-time Grammy Award winner Taylor Swift after, he showed up at the Eras Tour himself. But this photo of them is now the most liked engagement photo ever on Instagram. It has over 27 million likes since they posted it yesterday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is actually the 13th hour of the day, which is Taylor Swift's favorite number.
And Tyler, why do you think is the ultimate love story? Is it because that there was a few unsuccessful boyfriends and now she's finally found her one?
She talked about on his podcast that she went on, which they actually broke the Guinness World Record of the most consecutive views of a podcast with 1.3 million views of this podcast. And she talked about on this podcast that the way that Travis kind of proposed this idea of going on a date was the biggest grand gesture of love that she's been writing songs about for years and has always wanted to happen to her. She said it felt like she was in an 80s John Hughes movie because he said he went on this podcast and he said, I made a friendship bracelet for Taylor with my phone number on it. And I didn't get a chance to give it to her after I saw her at the Eras Tour. And she said she felt like he was standing there with a boombox being like, I want to date you.
Oh, my. Well, look, we've actually got a clip, Tyler. Let's have a little quick look.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend. It was such a wild romantic gesture to just be like, I want to date you. This is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager. Yeah. I'm just circling back to New Heights to say thank you for this. Yes. Look at this.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, what a beautiful couple.
It's like, do you know what? Good luck to them. Absolutely good luck to them. I love love.
Yes.
And seeing two people at that stage of their relationship, it's just lovely. Tyler, you must have the inside goss. When did this happen? How did it happen? We've seen the photo, but you must know more.
So Travis Kelce's dad, Ed Kelce, actually went on air to talk about this. And he said the proposal actually happened 2 Sundays ago on the 10th of August, which also was the same date that Taylor Swift and Travis recorded that record-breaking podcast. The proposal was being set up in Travis Kelce's backyard while they were inside filming this podcast. You can actually see in the photo, you can see the headphone indents in her hair. So this was all set up in Travis's backyard in Leawood, Kansas. They were supposed to go to dinner that night. At the end of the podcast, Jason kind of hinted at something. He was like, so Travis, what are you two doing after this? And Travis kind of goes, oh, we're going to go out. And so you could tell that Jason knew. Ed Kelce also said that Travis had asked Taylor Swift's father, Scott Swift, about a month ago if he could marry his daughter and that he's had this ring for about a month now.
Oh, he did it all properly.
So
That's lovely. He first asked her out with a friendship bracelet. Is that right? And now he's moved on to quite a dramatic ring. Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
look at that.
Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map, and now Travis Kelce has put that rock of a ring on Taylor Swift. It is estimated to be about 2.7 to 3.5 million pounds at 20 carats. We don't have the exact stats on it yet. We have not heard from the designer, who is Kindred Lubeck at Artifacts Fine Jewelry, but is an old mine brilliant cut diamond. And that is one heck of a rock. What a friendship bracelet to that ring.
I mean, it's a bit of a glow up, isn't it? Friendship bracelet to a $3 million ring. Tyler, listen, we're going to leave you to just enjoy your life because I know that you're on cloud 9. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you. Bye. How nice is this, though?
Do you know
He's
what?
in love.
I know.
I'm
He's in love
feeling
with
a little
love.
schmaltzy and romantic because it's actually my 20th wedding anniversary today.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did
What
you
are
get a
doing?
friendship bracelet?
I didn't get a friendship bracelet, no, but we're having a little party at the weekend.
Oh,
that's
lovely.
cute.
Love that.
I'd be frightened to walk around with a £2.7 million
Yeah.
ring, I would.
Yeah.
I think
I'd
she'll
have
be
a
all right
dodgy
with
one.
it.
Do you
Yeah,
need to
I
take
think
that
she'll be
off
all right.
to do the washing up, do you think, Tim?
I don't think she does much.
No, that's right.
Scouring pads.
In fact, that's why their marriage might work, because neither of them has to load the dishwasher.
So hang on, so it's 20 years since your wedding anniversary,
Yeah.
is that right? Did you
Yeah.
have hen do?
Yes, I did have a hen do.
Would you invite your dad to your hen do?
No, I wouldn't, on account of there being butlers in the buff there. Not sure that's my dad's scene.
Listen,
You never know. You never know.
I never had you down as a butlers in a buff sort of
Do you know
girl.
what? I didn't organise it, Josie.
Don't lie.
I bet
You
you
were
did.
so across it.
But we were very happy when they were serving us canapes.
I bet you were. Well,
With
this
their very
comes...
firm buttocks exposed.
This comes as a dad flew to Ibiza to share a one-night den do. That's a dad and daughter hen do with his two daughters for 24 hours. So he flew out there. It's Andy Armstrong, he's 65. He travelled to Ibiza in July for a 24-hour rave after his 26-year-old daughter, Ellie, proposed the idea. So this was her idea. Along with his other daughter, Tiffany, they got a flight from Leeds. They touched down in Ibiza a few hours later, checked into the room. They danced all night, partied until 4 a.m. They went by the pool and then he flew home at 10:30.
I love it. Listen, the more bond you can get with your daughter, me particularly as a dad, my daughter's 24 now. She's off in Budapest at the moment with friends and going away. If she ever invited me, I'd be on that plane like a shot.
Would you?
Oh, 100%. I'd embarrass the hell out of her. But I think the connection that you have with your children as they get older, there's a horrible statistic. They say you get 18 summers with your children, which is quite depressing.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, and by the time they're off, they go off to university,
of
go and live their life. So
Horrible.
any moment you can get,
What
I'd
an
be on it.
awful- what an awful thing to say.
But the reality is
Oh, God, it's real.
But the reality is that when you get this invite from your daughter, you'd be there like a shot because those moments are so precious.
It brings it home, that
Yeah.
does, yeah. Right, I'm going to move on to our next story because, again, we are speaking about Meghan. And yesterday we discussed her in her new Netflix series. And now, in a new interview, Meghan Sussex has opened up about her struggles to live in an inauthentic life as a member of the royal family. What does she mean by that, then, Camilla?
Are we listening to a clip? Or
Let's have a little look.
Yeah, I think we should.
I had renewed pantyhose all the time. Let's be honest, that was not very myself. I hadn't seen pantyhose since movies in the 80s when they came in the little egg. That felt a little bit inauthentic, but that's a silly example. But it is an example of when you're able to dress the way you want to dress and you're able to say the things that are true and you're able to show up in the space really organically and authentically. That's being comfortable in your own skin. And that's, of course, had different chapters in my life.
I didn't know she was forced to wear tights. I don't think anyone royal is forced to wear
Is
tights.
that not royal protocol?
Not as far as I can tell. I've seen the Princess of Wales without tights on a number of occasions, including recently at Wimbledon. I mean, there is this distinction. I do remember when I had to cover the royal weddings for NBC, the American network, and I was told as an English girl, no, you don't wear tights. Like, American women don't wear tights,
do.
and
Not
that's
really a thing, is
fine.
it?
But we were discussing this earlier. The thing is with this whole quest for authenticity is it's hard to look genuinely yourself when you're constantly engaging in these very choreographed, stage-managed podcasts with only friendly hosts, kind of like glittery Netflix shows where you're cooking in beige in a perfect kitchen that doesn't belong to you. There's no mess. What is your real life? Because it cannot be this kind of strangely Instagrammed image of yourself that you're giving. Like, where's the screaming kids? Where's the...
No, I get that completely. But I think what she's obviously saying is, and rightly so to a certain extent, you know, being thrust into the royal family because of the person you've fallen in love with, there's all of a sudden all these rules, regulations. I mean, we say about wearing tights. I don't know, like you say, that's probably not royal protocol, but there's certain standards that have got to be met, isn't there?
Within an institution, yes, you're going to be held to account for different things. But essentially, you knew this when you were entering that environment. This couldn't have been a complete revelation to you. Don't get me wrong, being inauthentic in an environment can be really crippling to people's mental health and their status and their confidence. But I just don't think this is a turn that a lot of people are going to follow her on, because the previous conversations about her treatment in the press and her status, lots of people were supportive of her and were really encouraging of her standing on her own 2 feet. This just feels like it's going a bit far now.
Well, I just don't remember her not wearing what she wanted to wear. I mean, you have to dress appropriately for work. If she wanted to wear leisure wear...
because you're the one who covered it all.
Look, listen, if you want to wear leisure wear, it's probably best not to do it at a Commonwealth Day service at St Paul's Cathedral, right?
Fair.
OK, but, like, she had her own wardrobe advice. She could wear what she wanted. She says she was restricted. She was pretty outspoken both during the time she was in the royal family and, by the way, afterwards. So I think we're sort of reflecting on it. And also I find there's a contradiction here. We're moving on. We don't want to talk about our time in the royal family. We're just moving on. And then all they do is talk about their time in the royal family. Or at least that's what makes the headlines, perhaps.
Do you think her Netflix show is authentic, Tim?
I just don't think many people will live that life. And essentially, if there's an aspirational view of what you want people to get towards, fantastic. But you're trying to connect with people in this perfect kitchen.
Are you not tie-dyeing napkins, foraging for flowers, and making rainbow fruit platters, Josie? I'm doing that all the time as a mum of 3. What's happening here?
Are you cutting limes and painting with them?
No.
No.
OK, well, then you're not leading an authentic life.
Well, OK, fair enough. I
think
think
the challenge is
I'm
for
happy with that.
The challenge for all of us is that you've got to be careful, is that anything she does now is going to be seen in either you're pro-Meghan or against her. And difficult for me is that she should be allowed to live her life and generate income.
I totally agree with you.
It's just that maybe people who are managing are not giving her the exactly right advice.
I think some of the things that maybe they're getting her to do, like, again, another interview about being in the royal family, it's like, well, it's going to start people talking about it.
She's in total control of what she's doing. I was an advocate. If you want to go off to America and make shed loads of money and do your own thing, go and do it.
100%.
But let's be very clear. This is a woman who has always been in control of herself. And the idea that she was controlled, we can tell when women are in control of what they're doing. She controlled everything. She's left the family. She's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's not being forced into these interviews, but there's a desire to remain relevant. Otherwise, how do you make the cash?
Yeah, but hasn't she got to make the cash? Because, they've got to pay for their security, they've got to pay to live. So they've got to make the cash somehow. So how else would they do it?
Josie, choices, yeah. If you're going to maintain a multi-million-pound lifestyle in Montecito and all the rest of it, and you want the trappings of fame, then, yeah, of course you've got to put yourself out there, as everybody here
Do you know
knows.
what I say? Good luck to them.
Good luck to
Have
them.
a lovely life. Enjoy yourself. Do what you want. It ain't my life. I'm just going to worry about myself, and I can't wait to get home, sit in my pants, and watch the telly.
Amen to
tights,
that.
not new tights.
No, pair of pantyhose, actually. Pair of pantyhose.
Thank you.
You
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.